Hello, can you tell me your name and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Fuku, and I'm 19 currently, second year at ICLA. I was born in Tokyo, but my parents are not from Tokyo. They're from Ibaragi and Aichi. I went to international elementary, middle, and high school in Tokyo, and yeah, I'm a political science major.
Wow, and what are you holding there? Is it a ukulele?
Uh, no, it's shamisen, but another way I could explain it to you is it's kind of a Japanese banjo, I guess, and it's a Japanese traditional instrument that's used in a lot of traditional performing arts, like for example kabuki, and also bunraku and all sorts of other performing arts. And it's commonly used for backstage music. And yeah, I've been playing it for maybe 8, 9 years now.
What is it? You said backstage music?
It's kind of a background music.
Oh, okay.
So with the combination of flutes and drums, shamisen is often played with it. And I'm actually gonna play a song that was the second piece I ever learned. It's called Hanami Odori, and this is a very famous piece of work, and it's basically about a lady who is dancing, and it kind of illustrates the beauty in her movements, and it's really one of my favorite pieces. So hope you enjoy.
お願いします。
I'm a little out of practice, so please bear with me. Yup.
Wow, that's
Thank
lovely.
you.
I think for a lot of people, the sounds of the shamisen are Japan.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's very distinctive, and it's often confused with other instruments, string instruments like koto. But the shamisen has a more, I guess, vibrant, more sharp tone, I guess, compared to the koto, which has a more mellow and echoey kind of sound to it. So yeah, this is one of my prized possessions.
Oh.
So
Yeah, it is like a piece of art.
it is definitely a piece of art. I mean, the work of the embroidery and the skin and the neck, the body of the instrument is just really beautiful. And yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Did you learn all of your English at the international schools, or did you live abroad ever?
So actually, I went to a Japanese, what is that, primary school? No, what is that? The elementary school.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I started kindergarten in a Japanese school, and then moved to international elementary school, and the first few years I had a lot of trouble because I never spoke English before the international school, and one of the Japanese assistant teachers, she helped me learn English by speaking to me in English and kind of translating all of the English words into Japanese. And then I used to sing a lot of songs in English, and then that's how I managed to learn English within the first few years. And then from there, I moved to middle school, and then eventually high school. And one of my high school teachers was actually her coworker from a few years back. Before she became a teacher, was actually the dean here.
Oh, so, really? Oh, okay.
Professor Lacterin, he was friends with one of my teachers, and then that's how I found out about the school.
Interesting. And you study political science?
Yes. So I'm a political science major, and I don't really have any specific careers that I want to get into at the moment, but I feel like political science is something in my field of interest, and I definitely enjoy most of the classes I'm taking, so I guess it's why I chose political science.
For people who don't know, can you tell us what political science is?
Political science is, in very simple terms, it's the study of politics and the relations between each element of politics. So, for example, in Japan, we study the structure of the political system and how the voting system works, and also how Japan holds their relationship with other countries. And I'm also taking a bunch of courses on policy, so how public administration, they make policies, refine them, and how they're reflected in our everyday lives. Yeah.
That's a great description.
Thank you.
Do you play popular music as well, like modern music?
So I actually played Green Day's Minority for my graduation from middle school, and I forgot how to play it, but actually my teacher, she's not very tolerant of me playing anything other than traditional music with this instrument, because I think it's more about, if I play these kinds of musics, it reflects that kind of image on her reputation, and because I am her student, I have to get permission whenever I decide to play anything other than what I've learned. So.
Do you play any other instruments other than the shamisen?
Currently, one of my hobbies is playing the guitar. So I'm trying to, because it's also a string instrument, it's easier for me to. It was actually easier for me to transition from the shamisen to the guitar, and I'm trying to make my own music right now with the guitar. I'm practicing a lot of bar chords and riffs from old music from the 1960s with rock, and yeah, it's really fun to.
That's awesome. Can I ask you about fashion?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an interest in fashion?
Yes, I have a big interest for fashion, and actually I started to make a bunch of pants, trousers. They're kind of should I show them?
Sure, if you want to.
So I actually have inspiration from the U.S. Who he makes a lot of pants in the U.S. and he was my inspiration for making pants. So this is actually my latest work. So wow. I've never sewn before. I've never used a sewing machine before. I've never stitched before. But I always had curiosity for how clothes are made. And one of my friends at this school, he works with sewing machines and a lot of fashion icons. So I got him to teach me how to sew clothing. And from there on, it just kind of kicked off. He started teaching me how to deconstruct pants, how to sew them together. And so we've been working with rebuilding pants based off of kind of a upcycle with recycled material. So in Japanese, I think it's called saikochiku, and it basically means rebuild. And so it's just for like fun right now, but I actually managed to sell one pair that I put on Instagram for about $250. Somebody from the U.S. Who works in the fashion industry reached out to me and he said, "I want those pants." And so it was out of the blue, but yeah, it was really cool to get someone to see my work and actually appreciate it and purchase it and support my work.
You have very eclectic talents. I wonder if you'll be a politician or a political scientist or a musician or a fashion designer.
I don't know yet, but it's just interesting to try new things because it really helps me like get a new perspective on the way people think and different kind of not industries but different parts of life and enjoy it. So.
Okay, one final question for you, Fuku.
Yep.
Your sweatshirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't say I made this because I actually had someone make it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a old brand of mine that I started with a friend from the UK. We went to the same. No, we didn't go to the same high school, but we were very close and had mutual friends. And he went to British high school in Tokyo, and he had a big interest in fashion, and he wanted to start his own brand. So we came up with a concept called Sunset Hill, and it was based off of actually a spot that we used to hang out a lot at after school to see the sunset before we went home. And so I translated the Sunset Hill into Japanese. Yuyake-no-oka, and then we made a whole collection actually, but I don't have any of the items from the collection, but I'll show you. So this brand isn't active anymore, but we have different kinds of designs that I actually drew, handmade on a art application, and then we had them made. So these were all just original designs that we made, and it was really cool. But unfortunately, he moved to the UK, so we couldn't continue it, and it got discontinued. But yeah, this is one of the remaining pieces that I have from the brand.
Maybe you can revive your brand someday.
Maybe, hopefully.
Thank you so much, Fuku. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
See you.